inside, hear what they're up to, and find out a lot more about C4.
I'm Leon World, drummer for C4. C4 was founded in 2005 by Pernell Farley. It started back in a place called the Jazz Cafe, which was in Bay Street, where it started as single player, then to double player. We decided that it could do with a bigger band, and hence C4 came about. The other players: Andrea Ford, Stefan, Walcott, Richard Evans. We're currently promoting our CD at Bump and Wine Cafe every Thursday night. We play Caribbean jazz music. We try to push a lot of original music. We also do covers by popular jazz artists. When people think of C4, we would like them to see Barbados, the Caribbean, see talent, see professionalism, see a good quality and standard of music which could be used all around the world. We hope that our music can touch people, so we try to write music that can inspire them and can connect with people at their level, and not try to overwrite above their heads. But we try to make it personal, intimate, sometimes, and fun. We enjoy what we do. We practice very hard. We try to make sure practice happens every week, and we can continue to step up the level as we go.
Hi, I'm Andre Ford. I'm the pan player in C4. My part in the band, I play the lead, and I also compose and arrange. All of us do a bit of composing and arranging music. I really like the band. I look up to all the guys in the band and experience playing with them. I've played with Stefan in different places. I've played with Richard. I've played with Lori other than C4, and the experiences were great. What C4 has that a lot of bands, well, I should say that a lot of bands kind of forget, is the cohesiveness, the fun, having playing music together. Because most of them start having fun, but then they lose that. From as long as we've been together, we've always been having fun. What the band has that I really like is that brotherhood, in terms of making decisions and in terms of how we approach the music, how we approach life. Sometimes we even hang together, and that's what bands need. We will play some Mortal Kombat in our free time. Obviously some of us win more than others, but yeah, that's the thing about C4 that makes us, a really cool unit, is that we are a family. We see ourselves as a family, and we all want the same thing. We all have the same goals, and so in terms of our approach in making an album, then we finish an album pretty quickly at times, because we all want the same thing, and we have an understanding of how we're going to do stuff.
I am Richard, known nickname Bill Evans, and play with C4, and it's a real joy to play music, but it's even better to play music with people you actually like. And it's been really rare. I mean, we have our arguments. Most of our rehearsals start with arguments, actually, over chords or over what sounds better where. And it's been nice that even though we have our disagreements, that at the end of the rehearsal, that we're still friends, and the music shines through most of the time, and that everybody still goes home with a smile on their faces, ready to come back to the next rehearsal and go through the same process all over again. So to me, the best part about playing C4 is that you go home, you work out arrangement, you come back, and then everybody, as in their little piece, tells you what works, what doesn't. But at the end of the day, you're getting your music played. And for me, that's the most important thing for me, to actually get something that I created played in the way that I want. Maybe they feel something that's better or worse, but at the end of the day, it's my original music that's getting played. And basically, for me, that's the best part of playing with C4. Well, I play bass in the band, and basically, I never really wanted to play bass. When I was at Queen's College, my band teacher, Mr. Griffith, in the school band, I said, "Man, I want to play saxophone." He told me, "Well, I've got 4 or 5 saxophone players already, so either choose bass or trombone." So that's how I started playing bass in the school band, and then it progressed from there into community college, and finally, just so happened happened that all four of us happened to be, well, actually, the keyboard player, we had a gig, and the keyboard player didn't show up, and Stefan just happened to be there, and that's how we managed the group started, actually, by accident, and then it never stopped, and that's how I came into playing bass with the band. Well, Barbados is only so big, so there are only so many people that are into jazz. But what we try to do is we try to have sort of a fusion. So hopefully that we will attract people, not only the diehard swing or jazz fans, but maybe people that like a little calypso, people that like a little Latin, so we could diversify and have a large cross section of people coming to hear the band. So our main focus is to start here, but hopefully to get outside of Barbados, because all of us play in other bands on hotel circuits and in restaurants, so we really want to try to get on festivals or that sort of thing. And incidentally, two of our members in the band were actually featured as headliners for the jazz festival last year.
My name is Stefan Walcott. I'm the keyboard player in C4. C4 is a Caribbean jazz group, and by that we mainly try to take as many of the indigenous rhythms as possible, fuse them with the African American experience of jazz, of harmony, of technical execution and all that stuff, of repertoire as well too, all with the indigenous Caribbean rhythms. I came to music through piano lessons, as most people tend to do, being sent, or I chose to go when I was 6 years old. But I began to take it seriously when I was 15, 16, through Janice Millington, the program at Harrison College. We were in a band called Untitled, and we did the NIFCA thing, and eventually I really enjoyed it. I found out I couldn't really do anything else but music, because that was where my passion lay. So I went on to BCC, I then on to Leeds College of Music in England, and did my master's and my bachelor's there. I'm currently teaching at BCC part-time, lecturing part-time at the university as well too, all with emphasis on Caribbean rhythms, on Caribbean music. We have a panel ensemble, a Caribbean ensemble at BCC that's going to St. Lucia next month, and we really hope that C4 will be the vehicle by which we show that Caribbean rhythms are viable and they are meaningful to us as a people. We really enjoy playing this music, and as Vern Congo told me once, if we don't play it, no one else will. So that's what we believe in C4. Being a part of the whole this season really fits with the vision of C4. We want to take the music to as many stages as possible. We want to take it as many places as possible, not only in Barbados, but as Richard said before, to all over the world. And being part of the whole this season, as I said before, is really what we want to do. We want to get as many people who have never heard the band, have never heard some of these rhythms even, listening to them and enjoying them and participating in this whole process. Bump and Wine is an outlet, it's a venue, and the live venues in Barbados are really decreasing. So we're really thankful to the management of Bump and Wine for allowing us the opportunity to play here, to play the type of music we want to play without interjecting or without trying to control us too much. They're allowing that creative room and creative space, and that's very rare these days, especially in Barbados. So we're very thankful for this opportunity to play at Bump and Wine. First thing I advise my students is be true to yourself. If you want to play a type of music, don't be ashamed, don't be afraid. Just get out and play and try and be yourself as much as possible. And in saying that, try to do it the best you can do it. If you want to sound like Grover Washington, you want to play smooth jazz, that's the aim. You have to compete. You have to be at that level. And so that's what I encourage my students to do. And to play as often as possible as well, to get out to these venues, get out to the Bump and Wines, get out to the waterfronts, make your face, get your face out there, get your performing ability known. And that's the important thing I advise my students to do. We're the band C4 and we just want to say morning Barbados.
Well, there you have it. 4 men and their music.